Hi, I'm Andrew Kamen, and I did my foreign terrorist organization project on the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam. They are a terrorist organization located in Sri Lanka, which is off the coast of India. Well, let's get started. All right. That is basically what you see to you're my right, but your left. This is the symbol of the Tamil Eelam Liberational Tigers. Basically, the tiger with two rifles in the background. Now, the LTTE, which is abbreviated for the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam, they focused a lot on secession. Basically, what that meant was they wanted to have an independent state along from Sri Lanka. Some of the reasons why they wanted this independent state were because of unequal infrastructure. Like the LTTE found a lot of its support in the rural areas of Sri Lanka, which were like the northern and eastern coast of the country, island country. And joining the LTTE also provided not only honor for your family. The LTTE was very important to the people of the area. It also provided a job for the young adults in the area, seeing that being in rural Sri Lanka, there's not a lot of jobs around. So a lot of people hopped on that. The weaponry of the LTTE was pretty varied. They used anything from suicide belts to regular conventional rifles, RPGs. They even had a division of the Tamil Tigers that was actually part of an air force. They actually utilized all these functions of war pretty well. They were funded by an intricate global network of fundraisers, some even based here in the United States. It's pretty scary how intricate and how well kept this network of fundraisers really was. A lot of times we didn't even know that they were being funded. A man was arrested in New York by the FBI holding fundraiser events for the LTTE, this terrorist organization, in New York churches and public areas. It's pretty crazy how they got away with that. Now, the ethics of the LTTE were very, very, very conservative. You weren't allowed to drink alcohol. You weren't allowed to have premarital sex. You weren't allowed to have sex with any other person except for your spouse. Basically, anything that had to do with a Western ideology, they shut out and condemned. They were very against anything that was Western or anything that was anti-conservative, which is why they found a lot of alliance with other terrorist organizations around the world, such as Hezbollah, Al Qaeda, all these other terrorist organizations around the world found a similar idea, and which really tied a bunch of all these terrorist organizations together were their ethics and their ultra-conservativeness. Some of the more notable LTTE attacks were against the Sri Lankan military, especially the army. The first suicide attack by them was when a black tiger went into a Sri Lankan army base and detonated a suicide belt, killing himself and 40 others. Also, a couple of other notable attacks were against Sri Lankan infrastructure. They attacked the international airport of Sri Lanka. They also attacked the Navy, highways, basically anything that symbolized the inequalities that the Tamils faced in Sri Lanka. They attacked, and they attacked pretty successfully. We're going to move on to some pictures now. This is Vallupillai Parappakan. This is the leader of the Tamil Tigers, right here in the middle, surrounded by two black tiger pilots. As the black tigers, they were suicide bombers, so I guess you could kind of qualify these guys as modern day kamikazes. They always dress in this camouflage stripe uniform. This is a map of Sri Lanka, which you see in the cream colored as compared to the red. The cream colored is an LTTE controlled area. They had a pretty good hold on the island for a while until